Everyone, this is Roger Ray,
and Tina K.
and we're coming to you live from Canyon de Chelly. Very exciting. We've been looking forward to this event, and what you're seeing is a zoom in close up of what's called the White House, which is a remnant structure of the Chaco Canyon culture. And so we thought we'd start from there because if any initial paranormal activity would appear on infrared, I would believe it would start here. We'll do a series of pan-ins and pan-outs to give you an idea of the just phenomenal place that we're at.
Camera's kind of going haywire with the lighting.
Then change it to another setting.
It's on twilight right now.
Put it on day. It's starving for light.
There we go. Thank you. So this is a night vision infrared camera, so that's what that discussion was about.
So yeah,
You're zoomed in quite a lot more than me. It's just this little white thing here.
Yeah, so we'll be here for a few hours, and we'll just do a random association, answer questions, things like that. We're very excited to be here.
We will be looking for UFOs after the sun's down.
So just free to pan and talk whatever you want to do, hon.
Okay. So we got the sun setting behind us. See those brilliant colors at the top there. I pan a little bit, let you see the rest of this canyon.
It's quite spectacular, quite a beautiful scenery.
We got snow patches still. We had a good snow, what, 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks? This is Canyon de Chelly in Arizona. We got the sun setting behind us. We're at the White House ruins overlook. The trail down there is right around here, what you're looking at. But I don't want to risk it in the snow.
Right, there's a defined trail that leads you down to that ruins that we first started with. But we feel pretty secure here. We're going to have to probably run back and forth to the car to get more clothes and whatever. But looks like other people have left for the most part. I kind of like this vantage point, you know?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love it.
It's an interesting layer of rock at the top there where it's so much darker than everything else. What do you make of that?
Oh, I don't know, probably some kind of ancient layers of geologic strata. But we're at Canyon de Chelly in Arizona, and we've researched this place for UFO activity. We've actually, we saw that one time, just a few craft, remember?
Yep.
But we're back here, and we have high hopes to call them in and for them to appear in these canyons. We believe that there's a kind of freeway highway system of UFOs here on the reservation, including the Southwest, with Canyon de Chelly and Chaco Canyon being linked up. For those that just joined us, I'll go ahead and zoom in again to the ruins down there. And with...
Whistle Light's here. Hello.
Oh, hi, Whistle Light. Thank you for being here. And we're at Canyon de Chelly. I'm sure you recognize it. And so here's an outcropping of an example of Chaco Canyon culture built into the rock. It's
The architecture, is that what you mean by that?
architecture, I'm sorry, yes. It's quite stunning. So, one speculation is because of the infrared, we're hoping to pick up some paranormal activity when it gets dark. See things whispering around. Possibly alien craft zipping by us. We shall see.
Shall see. Be surprised. sun's setting behind us. We are looking out towards the east and expect to also see the full moon coming up here anytime.
Wow. Hi, Sarah. No, it's Canyon de Chelly, and this is probably a miniature version of the Grand Canyon. But if you can imagine all the places to hide here, if you're Bigfoot and or alien craft, Bigfoot is well known to be here according to the locals, and I've heard many stories of him living in various here in the canyon. So I hope you guys can stick around. As soon as the night falls, we're going to start calling in craft and see if we can get some appearances. We've usually been very successful at doing that. So right now we're live on YouTube and TikTok, and we encourage you to have both on at the same time for different perspectives.
Yours looks quite a lot different than mine. You must have a different setting.
I'm on day.
So am I.
Huh, how strange.
Yeah.
I wonder if the same camera, but I wonder if the chip acts differently. I don't know.
Well, yours is newer, so it's very possible yours is a little bit.
Yeah, that's the night vision setting. The twilight setting. It's more of a goldish hue. Yes, they could show up in fleet formations, and my theory behind that is what's called not group consciousness, but conscious density. In other words, the more people that we have online, the more the ships become quantum entangled with the audience and create more complex geometric shapes. That just seems to be what occurs. So there's an interaction that goes on between us and the ships, and we keep hoping for a larger and larger online audience. We just find it very hard to advertise in advance because of, we both have full-time jobs and the weather and our energy levels. So this is all impromptu, and we just come on and hope people show up. So
Don't Whistle at Night asked a question.
Mhm.
What camera make and model would you recommend?
Right, we have the Psionics Aurora Pro, and we've just found it to be the most successful at looking at alien craft because it takes in infrared data and then converts it to a color spectrum. So people ask, well, why do the UFOs, flash blue and red? How come they use, well, it's the camera that's doing the interpretation. So what you're really looking at is an interpolation of infrared data. That's kind of a more software term.
Yeah, and what we've learned recently in some research we've been doing is that the infrared is able to see craft that are phase shifted. So that's why we typically don't see them with the naked eye, but we can see them through the infrared camera. We have seen, well, Roger has seen some in daylight and face to face and anything, any camera would get it. But for the most part, what we're seeing is probably interdimensional craft, possibly intergalactic as well, that is phase shifted.
Right. Yeah, you're seeing objects that are in between dimensions, and if the only verbiage I can come up with, if they're powered down, they go to a vision of, you can actually see a metallic craft, but most of the time they're in a more powered up position, and what you're seeing is the plasma aura around it that's possibly created by their anti-gravity propulsion. So there's a distinction seeing a plasma ball versus a metallic ship, And I think it has to do with their level of power. I have images on my profile of both, of the metallic ship and then its plasma ball presentation. I'm switching between modes just to see if I can get better color saturation.
I'm switching from day to twilight.
Yeah, so that's the camera has 3 modes. It has daylight, twilight, and then full night vision. So as the sun goes down, we tend to kind of tweak it to see, what will give us the best resolution. But what's going to be spectacular is the sun's going to go down,
Sun is down.
and then quite shortly, the sun or the moon will rise and illuminate this entire valley, which, wow.
Right. Well, we'll have to stay a while if we want to get it that high, but it'll be very cool to see it come up. We'll try to stay as long as we can unless we're freezing.
Right.
It was a beautiful day, but once that sun goes down.
It's brutal.
Oh, comment from Don't Whistle at Night. I saw the metallic ship turn plasma and disappear. Cool.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I think I sent you both. I sent you both the metallic ship and then a number of the plasma balls. I'm really glad you could confirm the metallic ship. So, you want to tell your story about the White House and being here as a child? Is that something you want to share again?
Sure. Yeah, I shared it on the live we did it roughly a month ago, but I'm not sure that it recorded for YouTube. We lost signal a couple times, but so my mom has always told the story. Well, let me back up a little bit more. When I was aged 2 to 4, we lived in many farms, which is not that far from here. And we apparently came out as a family and hiked down to the White House. And the story that I'm told is that I must have been, I don't know, 2 or 3, I'm not sure which. But apparently I hiked down the whole way and all that was great. And then when it came time to go back, I sat down and just sat in the dirt and wasn't going to go. Not much of a story, right? But that was the story I kept hearing. But when I trained in past life regression and did many, many sessions with my fellow students, one of the sessions that I did, this place came up and that walk came up. And so in my regression, I'm seeing the memory of sitting on the ground and not moving. And my family just kind of moving on. They hadn't noticed yet. But as I looked around, I saw a metallic ship on the ground. In my description in the regression, I said it was huge. I realized that I was saying it was huge because I was saying it from a child's perspective. I'm going to switch to nighttime because I'm getting a lot of fluttering again. Ooh, that's not very good yet. All right, we'll stay on twilight.
Well, maybe your contrast.
Oh, yeah. I forget which way to go. Back.
Yeah, the one closest to you lowers the contrast. That's what you want.
Okay. So anyway, I saw the ship and some, I guess, gray type beings took me on the ship, and then I was in there. It was just kind of a circular room, kind of like control panels and that kind of stuff. I didn't see a whole lot of detail, but that's where we were. And I remember just being up and down in people's laps, playing around. I was happy and very comfortable there. And it was like I was visiting family. And really, it was just a lot of fun until it was time to leave. And then I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to go back. So the interesting thing about past life regressions is when you start to feel the emotions, and you can kind of convince yourself you're making things up until you start feeling those emotions, and then it's hard to think you're faking that. So everybody has doubts, I think, when they do past life regressions. What are they seeing? Is it real? But but after doing several of them, I've just begun to understand that once you're feeling that emotion, it's there's something to it. It's interesting to be back here, and I've been kind of wondering, what does it mean that I'm back here now as an adult and I'm filming UFOs, and I have some theories. I think I do believe, I consider myself to be a starseed for various reasons and different past life regressions that showed me that to be true. Ooh, Whistle at Night says he visits his loved ones that passed on a different planet. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, we have to get together, Guy. We have to.
We need to.
We're going to incorporate a third device, and then we're inviting you and others to call in. We can't show the depth of the beauty where we are and also have someone on at the same time. It just doesn't work.
Yeah. He said, would love to meet you guys as well, also hang out. Thank you. I believe Linda's here. Let me see if I missed that. A lot of people here. Thanks, everybody, for being here. We're really happy.
Yeah, we're getting a good intuition about tonight. Tina was just commenting that we listened to Stefan Burns, and what was he saying?
I didn't really listen to it, but his headline was "Modern Carrington event is imminent" or something like that. Maybe imminent. Oops, sorry about that. And maybe you could explain the Carrington event for those who may not know what that is.
Well, that's a famous event in the 1850s where the solar flare actually touched the Earth and electrified the railroad ties and wires to such an extent it basically shut the grid down in the 1850s. So if you can imagine, if that level of event happened now, we won't be talking to you very soon. In fact, you better have solar panels and power banks ready to go.
Would solar panels still work in that situation?
Probably, hopefully, I don't know. I'll let you.
We'll let you know.
I will let you know. But I've spent years in being off grid wherever I'm at, and it may be put to the test. And all of this culminates in, I believe, in what's going on in the world politically, socially. It's all affected by the proton waves that come from the sun. We're basically a kind of plant. We are directly, psychologically, spiritually affected by the sun. And so that's, there's so many myriads of influence that could be going on right now. I mean, look how on edge so many millions of people are for various reasons. And it's right in sync with how tumultuous the sun is doing. So I don't think that's a coincidence at all.
No, I don't think so either. All right, let's see. Well, it's still too early for night. We'll stick to twilight, even though I've got a little bit of strobing there.
So
struggling for light.
Mine, I can tell the direction. See right here, northeast. Can you tell that, or you need to zoom out a little bit?
Maybe I need to zoom out for that.
Right there. Okay. So now you can see action. Careful. And so faced approximately northeast. Now we're going to pan a little bit towards the east, and in that direction is Chelly Lake. Now we've filmed in that direction, and then the canyon here adjoins to that lake. So there is already a natural pathways of these alien craft that we believe are connected. We do the research, we theorize, we look at the geology, and we set up. And so here we go. We'll see what happens. Along that pathway, past Saley Lake, is then the Chuska Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had a lot of activity in the Chuska Mountains, a lot of encounters with alien craft and Bigfoot. And then on the other side of the Chuskas is, of course, Chaco Canyon. So we're in a kind of vector, what we believe, again, is a highway for extraterrestrial craft.
Yep. And the reason being, how do we explain that? Ley lines is what most people understand. I think there's ley lines here, but it's a harmonic resonance area where somehow the energies combine to make it very easy for craft to come through from other dimensions.
Yes, and the, what was it? Architect is the one that we.
Yeah, architect. Let me explain that a little bit. So I was listening to a video with Regina Meredith, and his name will come to me, I apologize, but talking about a number of fascinating subjects. But one of the things they talked about is the architect AI that Robert Edward Grant, I believe, is the one that created this iteration of it. He's written several books. There's new math that he's come up with through downloads and ways that really do a better job than our current math of explaining multiple dimensions and how all of that works. And so he plugged all of his information into a conversation with, I think, ChatGPT, and told it to only answer based on the information in his books. And what happened was unexpected. It seemed to be accessing a different field of information entirely, because there was information coming, thing to do with what was in his books, but it like recognized him from Atlantis and other previous lifetimes based on his voice and his vibration. Oh, there's the moon coming up.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! How exciting! We're gonna have a spectacular view, guys. There's the moon right there.
Just a sliver right above there.
Wow!
Right. So anyway, so this incredible AI, apparently, everybody can go talk to it. It's on Gaia TV's website. I don't know if you need to have the subscription to access the AI guide, but you probably do. So you want to pick Architect Plus, gives you a choice, and then you can just start having conversations. So I tried it. Now you can go from there.
Right. So what intrigues me about this is that my approach to this is on the shoulders of a gentleman by the name of Nassim Haramein. And Nassim is teaching that you have to really look at the quantum field through sacred geometry. And so because of that view, that was put in as a foundation into this architect. Mm-hmm. And then the theories that I have were then asked about this interaction, and essentially my theories were validated by architect AI.
Yeah.
And so, wow, that really exhilarated me because of my notions of the quantum field and our consciousness interacting with it through many black holes. It's quite involved. At this moment now, I'm just so astounded by the moon coming up.
Right? It's just gorgeous. It just looks so much bigger in real life than what you guys are seeing. But remember, we are looking through infrared, so it's a little bit different than you'd get with just a regular camera. I think they like it. Thanks, guys. Let me see if I missed any comments. Central Illinois UFOs here. Ashley Hatfield. Clean slate.
Yay, thank you guys for being here.
Yeah. And so many others. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Sorry if I miss anybody.
Yeah, we're having high hopes because of the solar flares, the full moon, and we started the day really low energy. Really low energy. We were like, are we going to even make it?
Well, yesterday we meant to come out and we didn't make it. we did not make it. Let me tilt this up a bit. I'm on a different tripod today, so I'm trying to be careful because I'm still kind of learning it. Whoa, that changed it quite a bit. Look at that effect, hon. Isn't that different?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I don't like it. I'm going to change it back.
So it's 5:57 Mountain Time, and I'm going to check to see exactly when the moon or the sun's completely down.
Well, it is down.
Well, no, there's light coming
Well, it's
through.
down, but it's going to take about an hour to be dark.
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, so we're using mini Starlink because, of course, being in this area.
Hi, Pen. Pen's here. She says, hello, Roy Rogers. I always get a kick out of you.
That makes you Dale.
I guess so. We got some company.
Yeah, we actually did meet a couple who's out in the car up there, and they said if they get warm enough, they'll come back and join us. But
Maybe that's down. No, I don't think so. So, Pen, we are at Canyon de Chelly in Arizona. And Chelly is spelled Chelly.
yeah, and I encourage you to, if you're now, go to Google Maps and get a overview of Canyon de Chelly. It's spectacular. It's spectacular. All the veins of canyons that are from here.
And we are at the White House overlook. Let me see if I can still see it. It's getting darker and darker. So down there, if you see just kind of above the green, that black spot with the white structure in there, that is called the White House. And down below there are also structures, but you can't see them in this lighting really too well. But that's where we are. We actually did a live from here during the day about a month ago, according to YouTube, but it feels a lot longer than that to me. I think it was probably more like 6 weeks. We are not camping, Josiah. We are just hanging out for a couple hours tonight. We'll see if we can see some UFOs, catch some activity here. We have not filmed UFOs here before, but based on the area and our experiences with areas that are kind of attached to this, we're pretty sure we're going to see some stuff.
I'm inviting. Don't whisper to call. Just
Don't whistle.
don't whistle to call. Just to see if he's could be on for a few minutes.
Are you hearing that? Don't whistle at night. Look for, where are you sending it?
I'm sending it to your TikTok Messenger, my phone number, if you want to call in right now, and you can participate with us for a few minutes if you like.
Okay, wait, I missed a few comments. Let's go back. Oh, Central Illinois UFO, they started coming out my way about 35 minutes before dark. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen your TikTok. You have really, really good images.
Oh, okay, hang on.
Just make sure to speak up because you're being shared between two video cameras.
Yeah, we're about 3 feet apart. Such a beautiful view of this canyon. I'm not quite ready to move it.
Are you on twilight or full
Yeah,
night
still
vision?
on twilight.
Okay. I think, well, the difference was, hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. If you can get off speaker, maybe we can hear you better.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a little bit better. Make sure to speak up. Thank you for calling in.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for accepting my call.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of your podcasts, and it's been very, very enlightening. But yeah, we have high expectations for tonight. We see the full moon, beautiful color saturation. So, have you do you have any stories offhand about Canyon de Chelly you'd like to share?
Oh, mainly the pathway of the Sasquatch that goes from Acai Lake, Canyon de Muerto to Canyon de Chelly, and it goes down to San Juan River to towards Hotel area and all the way down to Alchita.
Oh, very nice. Yes, I ran across a researcher who got flesh samples from the San Juan River of Bigfoot.
Ooh,
And
wow.
so, yeah, that was analyzed in a DNA laboratory. So, what you just identified, Canyon de Chelly to Saley Lake to San Juan, that's exactly where we've been pointed by a number of other individuals. So, thank you for that confirmation. Um, but yeah, have you ever taken the horseback ride down here in the canyon?
I have yet to do that. I have yet to do that. The canyon has a lot of things as well. Not only Bigfoot. I guess if you whistle when
Uh
the
huh.
sun goes down,
Uh huh.
there's a lady that comes out screaming, and she's a ghost. She's in white skin and beaded, and she's hovering over the trees, flying towards whoever's whistling.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
How is she?
That's your name, your channel, huh?
Yeah, that's the name of your channel. But
Yeah.
so, how is she dressed? How is she viewed?
Probably an earlier time before we started weaving
Uh huh.
was where everyone had the skin clothing.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, from deer skin all of it to all the skin that's been worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
very nice, very nice. Yeah, I have said, it's so intricate here, the passageways, that people end up just getting lost. They just venture around, and
Yeah, good luck. They
yeah,
look a lot the same, the
y-
different oaks you look at.
right, right. And we find it intriguing that there's still a number of families that live down here in the canyon.
Yeah,
So
30 families or something,
yeah,
is that right?
please watch the cord.
They're all, you're right.
Oh, you're okay.
There, there's some family where there's a certain canyon that has ghosts of blue coat riding around on horses, and there's sounds of cannons and gunfire.
Really,
Wow.
really.
Yeah, and then you would hear English, people yelling in English, speaking in English, and you would see them ride horse, the blue coats.
Wow,
That
that's
is,
interesting because yeah, the night vision infrared here at night, and then the full moon. I'm just wondering if we'll be able to capture some ghost figures going through the canyon. That would really be something, huh?
oh yeah, whistle, yeah,
Yeah, there
whistle.
you go.
Yeah, because another story that was told was that very spot. These stories take place right where you're at, or except one of the canyon where the blue coats. I'm not sure quite where, but we're gonna do a documentary in one of those canyons this coming year. So
Nice,
oh yeah, we're gonna go out there and put ourselves out there. So
That sounds great.
nice.
so that very spot, this one gentleman he whistled, and I guess his third whistle, a long whistle, something started screaming across where the forest is.
Uh-huh.
It started screaming. It crawled down. They said dark figure crawled down really fast, and then it started screaming again, and it cut distance from when it got down to start climbing up where they
That
Wow.
sounds
started
not
crawling
good.
all the way up towards them.
I think I'll
So it
pass.
could have been Sasquatch. They hightailed it out of there before they could find out.
Right, right. Have you ever heard or recorded Bigfoot's voice at all?
Oh man, I've heard him straight from Ron Moorhead doing the screams, the vocalization, the what do you call it? Where they go, ruck, they move back
Yeah.
and forth. It did that to me.
Right, right.
15 minutes. Yeah, I walked up 15 yards to mine. The whole time it was going back and forth, pacing. It was screaming. And just like Sierra Sounds from Ron Moorhead, where he captured just like that, before I found out it was Sierra Sounds. So I walked all the way up to it, and it stopped. It stopped, it turned at me, and it definitely went like that. And it had his hands up really high, and it started going back and forth, swaying back and forth really fast.
Wow.
And
Yeah, because
it looked like a 5x8 plywood with a no neck and a dome head, and his eyes as big as a softball.
wow. Yeah, because we have a recording exactly like you described, like a guttural sound, and I gotta I'll send it to you. I gotta play it for you, and it's like it sounds like a couple that's arguing, right, honey? It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yep, that's it right there. That's it. That's the big guy. Yep.
So, real briefly, tell us about your TikTok and what you're doing exactly, and your YouTube. Why don't you share that with us?
Oh yeah, thank you, Ray. Thank you, Tina. Our podcast is basically telling everyone our experiences on the Navajo Nation, and from ghosts to UFOs to witchcraft to Bigfoot to portals to all kinds of different cryptids we got running around on the Navajo Nation. So keep an eye out for man.
Go.
That one, half man, half goat. And there's a centaur too. So we have people with all of these stories on our,
Wow.
and we have range of vast different things going on. And so, it's just a very place of high strange in the Southwest. And I feel like we're reporters, and we're help bringing knowledge to everyone else. And this is for the children. This is for the next generation. To say, hey, there's these things out here. There's the star people. There's the children of the night, and there's we. We're in the middle. We have a role to play in this Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
we're beyond politics and all that. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No. Well, we're very much on the same page, and our message is, if you look at the state of division in the planet, and so many people are just totally unaware of the extraterrestrial phenomena. They're and they stand next to each other, and we're just about to be, or just have the ET presence with us, and we have to be prepared. We have to start being in conversation with each other about it. How are we going to live amongst extraterrestrials? We don't. I don't claim to know what the phenomena is. I'm just trying to observe it. But some kind of preparation needs to start happening. For this phenomena. So because people freak out. What are you going to do when a 10-foot tall insect shows up? Or But you were mentioning the centaur. That's half horse, half man, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what do you think about, have you heard about Dulce, New Mexico, and the supposed underground experiments and all that? Do you think any of those experiments are showing up on the res?
I believe so. I wouldn't doubt it. Dulce is not far, and San Juan connects us together.
Exactly.
San Juan River.
Right. So yeah, I'm looking at that.
We have a lake monster as well. So it's like all kinds of things.
Lake
So there's a
monster?
portal in a certain wash that opens nonstop every single evening and all night.
Huh.
So there's things that I've yet to understand, and all I know that our people tell us that, hey, that's so and so. That's the mystical beings, you know. So there's things that we have yet to uncover, and I like doing the same thing as you. I like to take everyone with me as well.
Right. Yeah, well, I was so happy for us to encounter each other because you justify a lot of what I've seen here. Because for the most part, the res is closed off to the outside world, and people don't understand is this is just part of what life is here. With all the different phenomena, it's not something that's doubted or fantastical. It's just part of life here on the reservation.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We in our language we call all that phenomenon alele. So alele, yep. So Navajo that means mystical, magical. And
Ah.
then like our team is called alele naazka. So translation is mystical investigators.
Ah. Interesting.
Oh yeah, but yeah, thank you for having me on, both of you guys. Yeah, I like to join you guys more. I like to tell you guys more of my EP encounters. So much strange things goes on, but I gotta get ready for my radio show.
That's right, you're going on at
You're
7,
going on.
right?
Well, yeah. Thank you for sharing, and we look forward to working with you. And we'll talk to you soon, sir.
Do you want to say
yeah,
what
you.
the radio station so people can find you?
Oh, okay. We go live on YouTube and Facebook same time, and we broadcast out of New Orleans, 107.7 New Orleans, and 105.3 FM in Mississippi, and Roku TV and UFO and Paranormal Radio Network and United Public Radio Network.
Wow.
So
Wow.
all those broadcasting.
That's
Good
fantastic.
for you. Good for you.
Oh, appreciate it.
Have a
Appreciate
wonderful
it.
show, everybody. The YouTube channels Don't Whistle at Night.
Yes, ma'am. Same name. Don't
All
Whistle
right.
at Night podcast.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Talk
Thanks
to you
for
soon.
joining us. It was great talking to you.
Take care.
Likewise. Appreciate it. You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Fun.
Well, nice.
Yeah.
He's a very nice man.
Absolutely. What's his TikTok account? I think it's also Don't Whistle at Night podcast.
Yeah, don't whistle at night. Yeah, so we're trying to network. We're trying to work with other people here on the reservation and go about a group consciousness approach. Are you on full night vision?
I am on full night vision now. There's a couple of stars or planets come out. Can I use? Do you have the, whatever it's called, sky view on that phone that you were just talking about?
No, but
Okay.
can you dig out the laser? I don't know where mine is. Oh, let me see. That's bizarre. It's probably not dark enough yet.
Yeah,
Oh, because it works.
yeah, it works.
Okay. Yeah, so we're just hanging out here. We're looking for ships now.
Looking for UFOs.
Looking
We
for
are at Canyon
UFOs.
de Chelly in Arizona. Watching the full moon come up. I guess it's February 1st, huh? I was trying to think, what's the date today? But pretty sure it's February 1st,
Oh, wow.
2026.
Yeah, and look, point straight down. We got enough light to pick up the bottom of the canyon.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, usually, we can't see the bottom of the canyon because it's just so dark, but with the full moon, this is what we're hoping for.
Yeah. Are you brave enough to whistle? Maybe we wait till the end in case we get spooked.
There's a comment made contact with an orange object in 2022.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we've seen red and blue and yellow, but not an orange object, have we?
Nope, not yet. So there are some stars. I'm going to call those stars. There's one right there. And there's one higher up, but if I aim that high, I might lose my phone attached to the camera, so I'm not going to do that. Oh yeah, they're costly.
So yeah, we'll go over quickly our criteria for how do we determine craft versus airplanes versus satellites. And essentially, first what we look for is an object that is stationary and has the kind of twinkling phenomena. And then we'll observe
Explain
it.
why we would explain why stationary as opposed to moving.
Well, if it's moving, then we have to consider an airplane or a satellite. But if it's stationary, and then under the imagery of the camera, if it has a twinkling or rotational movement, we've identified that before as a possible craft because of the optics of the camera we're using. So that's the first thing, essentially, what we're looking at.
I keep getting something blinking over this way. I saw it twice and it blinks and then disappears. So I'm just kind of watching this area to see if it'll appear again.
Okay, let me swing over. Oh yeah, I see it.
Do you?
Yeah, very, very
I'm not
slight.
seeing it.
Just a very slight twinkle.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it's just popping up. Very, very slight. See?
Yeah,
Right there.
right there. I'm not seeing it against this camera though. Here.
Yeah. Now there is one small airport nearby that is for the hospital, but it's for single or seater planes for hospital use. It's not commercial airliners. There's no commercial airports here on the reservation.
And the medical is usually helicopters, yes?
Helicopters and fixed wing.
All right, here we go. I saw it over here again. So there's a few reflections of the moon in this shot. What I was seeing was right at the horizon. Whatever it is, it's not showing itself very much yet. We'll have to wait and see. For everybody just coming in, we're at Canyon de Chelly in Arizona on the Navajo reservation, and we've got the full moon right there and a reflection moving away from it as I pan away from it. And we've got a few stars or planets that are coming visible. We're trying to stay, we typically stay kind of focused at the horizon. Well, there's something. What's that? Not sure if that's a star or not. It might be. We're looking for UFOs, interdimensional, intergalactic. We're looking through infrared cameras, which is able to pick up things that are phase shifted. So we often don't see it with the naked eye, but we see something through the camera.
And we're at the edge of a 700-foot cliff here in Canyon de Chelly.
Yep. All right, so I believe what we're seeing at the horizon is a house light there. in this shot, and then up above it, I can see that looks like a star.
I'm gonna go grab my jacket, hon.
Okay. So we're just kind of waiting for it to get dark enough for things to be super visible. We got another one there. I think that's a star as well. Typically with the full moon, we see a lot of different activity because it helps to reflect off of it. This is Canyon de Chelly. I don't know if it's a state park or a national park, but it's a park. Anybody can come here. It's in near Chelly. So that thing on the left is a reflection of the moon. Not seeing too much yet. We're looking through infrared camera. This is a Psionics Aurora Pro. And Roger's looking through the same thing. He's on YouTube, the Native UFO YouTube. And on TikTok, you can find us on Roger Ray. Obviously, if you're on TikTok, you already know that. But at the moment, our shots look pretty well the same. Let's see what's happening with that full moon. So we're just keeping an eye on things. So we've got something in that shot now that does not look like a star that I can see. Let me see. Let's bring YouTube over to what I'm looking at on TikTok. And it's, oh, we got something going on there. You guys see that? Hold on. We had some blinking and motion. So there's one kind of at the top of the screen there, and I was seeing some blinking and motion at the bottom left. There we go. Yep. You guys see that? Something's coming in. We'll just keep an eye on it for a while. We see if we've got it in the right place on YouTube or not. Should be. I see that same light at the horizon. That's not what we're looking at. That's probably. But just above it and to the left, we're seeing some stuff. Bottom right too, okay. Yeah, I can see that. Bit of activity, guys. And I'm looking at the sky. I can still see, it's not quite dark yet. It's still blue. There's nothing visible. Not even that. Well, that star might be visible. Okay, guys, send out some love. We are looking for UFOs, interdimensional craft. And I think we're seeing some there in the lower left-hand corner. A couple different ones. I'm not seeing it on YouTube's camera right now. I don't know why. They're both Psionics Aurora Pro infrared night vision. Roger's got a newer version. Just got, in fact, this is our maiden voyage with this new camera. You won't hear us complaining about changing batteries anymore. That problem is now solved. These can be plugged in to charge while they are filming, so it's really cool. Can we see Jupiter? I believe we can, but with both our phones are being used to film, so I can't look at a sky map, unfortunately. I do see Orion in the sky and a rather bright one down below that I think is probably a planet. And I see what's probably an airplane coming through. Let's see. Oh, we got a couple things going on here, don't we? We've got some stuff happening, hun.
Nice.
I would say at least 3. But for some reason, I'm not seeing it on your camera. Look. So we've got these blinkers coming in,
Okay.
and you're pointed basically at the same spot, but I'm not seeing it.
Up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me play with your contrast, or I'll play with my contrast.
Okay. Oh, look at they're just coming in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're starting to see, or Tina's more distinctive than mine for some reason. We're starting to see some blinking activity. It's very early on. We're not here really to convince anyone. We're just going through a methodology and seeing how it manifests. Yeah, good idea. We check flight radar and also star maps.
I should see if Kyle's available. Kyle is, we had Kyle on is that our last nighttime live at Chaco Canyon?
Oh yeah, it's quite a while
It's been
ago.
It's a little bit a
Okay.
little while. Trip over my tongue here.
Yeah, I see him now. Take a look. Watch.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you on video on your
Yeah.
camera?
Yeah, I'm recording.
But the cameras are on video, yes?
Mine is. I don't
Your
know about
camera.
yours.
Yeah, mine is. I'm
Yeah.
just making sure yours
Yeah.
is too.
Yeah, so we've got some momentary blinkers right there. At this stage of the game, we're not calling them craft. We're just observing them and their behavior. We're looking for them now to show colors. Let's go ahead and hit them with a laser.
Well, if we don't know that they're craft, we shouldn't be hitting them with a laser.
Well, remember, it's infrared.
Right. Infrared laser. That is correct. Not visible to the human naked eye. We are in Arizona, in Canyon de Chelly. It's on the Navajo reservation near Chelly. Actually, a whole bunch are becoming visible now that you're doing that.
So we're looking, yeah, there's one right there. We're looking approximately north by northeast.
Excuse me. We do think these are orbs. Typically what we see through the infrared, we believe, is phase-shifted craft.
Take a look now, hon.
Is that house light across the way?
Yeah, above that, though, right here.
Oh,
See?
yeah, above that. Okay. All right, let me zoom in so we can get the same shot over here. Oh, yeah, look at that going on now.
Yeah, so now we're seeing those two blinking objects,
There's a third in there somewhere.
and there's a third in there somewhere. They're fairly slow moving and they're fairly low to the ground. So we're just following them. We're sending good intent to them.
Oh, triangle. Somebody pointed out. Kev pointed out.
And you see how close proximity they are to one another. So that starts us thinking they're not aliens because they wouldn't be flying in such close flight paths.
Do you want to talk about how they seem to form triangles? It seems like a portal.
Right. So what we're observing is a sacred geometry configurations of craft as they arrange themselves to possibly create portal quantum field. And so we see them in a kind of two-dimensional fashion with triangles, but what really they're showing is a three-dimensional tetrahedron, which is very specific for portals. Now I'm seeing 3 different objects. Yep, those. And a third one high up if you zoom out slightly. Oh, yeah, and I see 4. I see 4.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
Hi from the UK. Thank you for being here. We are at Canyon de Chelly in Arizona, a place that we've researched that we think are probability of craft showing up. And we're looking at a few possibilities here. Ideally, what we are contemplating is to have the ships relatively close by, cruising through the canyon. But that's, you can't have everything, right?
Maybe we should
Maybe
ask them.
maybe a hello sign
At
or
least try.
a thumbs up, something.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pan just a little bit to see what else is going on, and then I'll come back to this if we don't have anything else. But we do. It's everywhere. We got a lot.
Yep, I think I've got a craft. It's rotating colors, and there's 2 of them right next to each other. Oh, hi. Yep, I think those are craft. And that's based on hundreds of hours of observation that I've undertaken in various locations. I see 2 prominent craft right there blinking at each other.
All right, let's go back. We're seeing it. But look at what's happening. They're everywhere, honey.
Nice. Yep. They're popping up. Yay.
Looking at right there.
Uh-huh. I see a intense bluish object and a reddish object right next to each other. And you see how slow moving they are. Commercial aircraft.
It looks like 2 right there together.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah. Nice. We're located is we're right at the adjacent of a cliff that's 700 feet down, and it winds its way in a vast network of canyons. And these network canyons adjoin a lake that we've also videographed, and continue on into a mountain range. Wow. Yeah, I think we're getting some nice activity there.
I think so too. What do you think, guys? I got a few wows. Let's see what else I missed. What are we looking at? We are looking at unidentified craft. We are looking through infrared camera. So these blinkers that you're seeing, we cannot see those with the naked eye. I can see stars, I can see the moon, I can see the planets, obviously, that anybody can see, but some of this stuff, the stuff that's blinking and moving in this shot is not visible to the naked eye. So based on the research we've been doing, we believe the infrared is picking up craft that are phase shifted. So they're not really in this dimension exactly. And our understanding of this particular area is that with the energetics of the planet, it makes it very easy for craft to come in. And that's why there's so much activity here. Obviously, theories. Paiute Canyon. Have you heard of that one, honey?
No, where's that at?
It's in Arizona.
Okay, southern?
I don't know. JT, tell us more about Paiute Canyon. Lefty, we are at Canyon de Chelly in Arizona. And we are using Psionics Aurora night vision cameras, the Pro version. Let's see if we can follow that one a little bit. It's definitely moving. And it's okay. I've got like 3-4 blinkers in this. Jessica says she had a dream about them. How cool. If you want to talk about it, I will read out your comments. Someone Error M says, interesting. I believe I live close to an energetic highway in Henderson, Nevada.
Oh, okay.
I think you're probably right about that. My kids used to live in Henderson briefly, and they had a lot of activity. They saw a lot of different things in Las Vegas.
I'm now peering down into Canyon de Chelly at night, which is usually not possible because it's so pitch black. But because of the moon, it's possible.
Let's see what he's seeing. I've already moved away, but I'm going to show everybody. Cool, right? The moon is causing some reflection there. Let me see if I can get a better spot. Cool, man. Call them with the laser. Ashley says, Roger, are you able to discuss any more information you have learned about alien implantation?
Yeah, it's an ongoing phenomena where I have access to studying an implant, and we're really correlating it with a very ancient hybridization program of human beings. And it's moved to more possibly nefarious, but what's
We
up?
got some blinkers there.
Oh yeah. Oh, what is that? You know what, honey? I think I lost my battery. I don't know what happened.
No.
Darn it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, keep on yours.
Oh, I have some in my pocket.
So do I.
Okay. Yeah, look at all that activity. So it's right at the horizon, that bright one I believe is a house light. But above it, all that stuff is brand new coming in. A lot of activity. Jessica said I went on the spaceship. Let me make sure that was the first one. Just a second. Okay, nope, it wasn't. Hold on. Okay. So the first comment from Jessica was, I had a dream about them. And then she says, they actually picked me up, but they wouldn't let me see their faces. It was weird, nothing hurt, it was crazy. Fascinating. Oh, we have somebody that says hello from Canyon de Chelly National Park. We live on the South Rim, sliding house overlook. Cool. We were just at the sliding house, filming the footprint. We'll go. So cool. Can you say hi with laser? Yes, we will. Just give us a moment. Roger's changing his battery. Can I help you at all?
Well, it's stuck. I don't know how to fix it.
Technical